When it comes to building your dream home, it often begins with finding the perfect parcel of land. But there's some things to know before you buy and start your build. To find out what those expert tips are, we went to one of the most respected sources around. Miles from the hustle and bustle of Manhattan sits the quiet countryside of upstate New York. It's an idyllic spot to build a dream home, but the process of finding the right piece of property and actually going about building the house can be a bit daunting. Glenn Callahan is a building authority. As the president of American Green Home Builders, his company specializes in developing and building high-performance, eco-friendly, energy-efficient homes throughout the Northeast. Who helps me do this if I'm out there as a buyer?
Well, really the best thing to do is find a reputable builder in your area who can walk the lot with you, and then also obviously an engineer or an architect.
Now, will the builder typically have those other professionals in their sort of wheelhouse that will help?
Absolutely. I mean, if I were to come onto a lot, I would bring an excavator with me for such a meeting, and we could talk through, sitting the house properly and any drainage issues that there may come up.
So it sounds to me like if I have a builder that I like and that I trust and that I've worked with in sort of coming up with the concept of what I want the house to be, really all I need is that partner. And then I need to go find the piece of land or property that I want to put the house on.
Maybe go out and look at 2 or 3 building lots, and then I would get a builder to come out and rewalk them with you.
We met Glenn at the site of one of his many homes his company is building. Glenn, I have to tell you, this site is absolutely breathtaking. Literally, it's breathtaking.
It is a beautiful site.
We are looking out over the entire Hudson Valley. So when I look at this building site, I say to myself, there really is value in being able to pick where you want to build your house, as opposed to just sort of taking what the builder chose for you.
Oh, absolutely. That makes it custom.
With nearly 30 years in the business, Glenn and his team are building and green design experts. Glenn has some helpful tips for those looking to build their own home.
The first thing is to determine if it's a building lot. There's a difference between raw land and a building lot. Number 2, you want to look at the services. You look at your utilities. In other words, your electrical, you want to look at your cable, you want to look at your phone, how you're going to bring them into the site, and if you can bring them into the site.
And you can bring utility wires to the site either above ground with poles and wires or take it underground.
Number 3 is the septic consideration. Is there a municipal system that you can tap into, or would you have to install and design and install your own septic system? In the Hudson Valley, for instance, with Board of Health approval, that means that there's already been a septic system designed for the site, and that is going to save you time and money. Number 4 is really the most important thing I could tell anyone, is to go to the lot that you're thinking about buying and sit on it for 3 or 4 hours with your friends, with your family, and try to visualize where the house might sit and where the driveway might come in, and keep in mind about drainage and hills. You don't want hills coming,
leading right to the house.
You want things to drain away.
Glenn's 5th tip is probably the most important, especially in this environmentally conscious time.
Number 5 is to please build a home as green as possible. One of the things you can do, and it really doesn't cost any money at all, is to just position your home properly in relation to the sun. If you face as many windows as possible to the south, then you can take advantage of seasonal solar elevations to help you cool or heat the home.
With these helpful hints and the right builder to guide you, custom building your own home can be a rewarding experience. Building a custom home can be one of the most exciting experiences in your life. It can also be eco-friendly and green with the help of an expert.